This is Thad,
And this is Jake.
and welcome to Fireside Talks. You can find us on YouTube at Fireside Talks, on Facebook at Fireside Talks, and on Twitter at Fireside_Talks. The point of this show is to not have a point. In a society where it seems like conversation and questioning is dying, we want to promote the idea of having an in-depth conversation with someone. We have guests each week in order to shake up the conversation a bit and to help open our minds to the way that other people think.
Prince at all.
Yeah,
No.
Prince.
He
He should
like,
rename himself King. I think that's
King?
the next step.
You think King would be better than
King
Prince?
would be awesome. Oh, hey, what's going on? Today we have Bryce Whitfield on the podcast. He is one of our former friends from high school. Interestingly enough, he is a Mormon, and he just got back from 4 months in Utah. We're going to talk to him today about Utah and the beautiful scenes there. Anything to add, Jake?
He used to be called Seabass. He's the artist formerly known as Seabass, but he's now Bryce Whitfield forever and always.
Or Elder Whitfield. Welcome to our show, Elder.
Well, actually, it's not Elder anymore. So I'm just Bryce Whitfield for now.
What was the Elder for? I would like to know.
I was planning on doing a mission. I was planning on a 2-year mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. But that didn't quite work out. I wanted to, I didn't go. I'd rather work a little bit, get some money in the bank, because you have to pay $400 every month for that, and I don't feel like having that burden on my mother and whatnot. So I would like to work as much as I could, put money in the bank to pay for my mission.
So what is the Elder title though? What?
Elder is just like, you know, back in biblical times and whatnot, they would have the name Elder as a teacher. Like, you look up to your elders, you respect your elders, you learn from your elders. So whenever I'm out on a mission, I'm referred to as Elder because I'm a teacher and whatnot.
All right.
What are you teaching?
Teaching about what I believe as a LDS or Mormon, whatever you want to call it.
What's LDS?
Latter-day Saint. That's
okay.
The real
Makes
name.
sense.
The real name of the Mormon Church is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what are you teaching again?
Basically, what I believe, I'll be teaching out of the Book of Mormon. Having people just learn about our religion, and hopefully, if they feel like it's right for them, and if they think it's right, if they pray and ponder and get the good feeling that, you know, one would get, then they would be baptized and confirmed a member of the LDS Church.
Do you mind pointing out some of the things that you would have to accept to be baptized?
Well, there's a law of chastity, which is no intercourse or anything of that kind until marriage. Then there would be also the word of wisdom, which is about no smoking, no doing drugs, alcohol, and stuff like that.
No substances at all.
No. Yep. Or tea or coffee, even, for that matter.
What about soda? Because there's caffeine in soda.
Yeah, and that's a big thing that a lot of people, you know, it's kind of to each their own in the church. Whenever we found out about the no tea or coffee, it was more so about just no tea or coffee. They never said why. A lot of people think it's because of the caffeine, but, you know, until they say it's caffeine or you can't drink soda, then I'm good with soda.
So because they don't specify caffeine, but they only specify coffee and tea.
And tea, yeah.
So soda's good to go.
Yep.
Huh.
So, do you follow all of these rules, like, I guess, like, pretty carefully?
Yeah.
Because you said with the whole coffee and tea, you didn't assume soda, you only thought coffee and tea. Do you do that for all the other rules?
It's not so much like, it's not like there's like little like loopholes in it and whatnot. It's all pretty straightforward and everything. And like I said, it's coffee and tea. They never mention soda. They never mention caffeine. So, like I said, as far as I see, it's good to go. And
that's true. Yeah. Guess that makes sense. So what were you doing out in Utah?
Well, I was living in a town called Morgan with my uncle, and he has 7 kids actually, but they're all
figures.
yeah, but well, they had 5, then they went for the 6th, and what do you know, twins.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Morgan is 99% Mormon, the population. Yep.
Percent.
99.
Do you know what the general percentage of Utah is?
I believe it's in the 40s. I think it's 40.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, my mom just told me that today, actually.
That's pretty high.
But yeah,
Is it
that's pretty low.
For a whole Mormon state?
But I mean
Yeah.
for, like,
Yeah, where
throughout the entire country.
I guess,
Yeah.
but it was a state founded
Think about
on
the percentage
Mormonism.
of people. That's true. But think about the percentage of people anywhere else that are Mormonism.
Yeah,
That follow Mormon.
but I'm just saying, you
Yeah.
think of, when you hear Utah, you're like, oh, the Mormons, Mitt Romney and everything.
Mitt Romney.
Yeah. Well, how many people live there then? You have to think about that.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying, I talked to you a couple of weeks ago, and you were saying Salt Lake City's pretty populated, isn't it?
Yeah, Salt Lake City, I think, has like.
What are you guys doing? Smoking pot?
Well, as I was saying, Salt Lake City, I mean, I don't know any numbers really for it, but I'd say, I mean, they have a lot of people, let's put it that way. A very lot.
Yeah.
More
but
than
isn't Salt Lake City not very Mormon populated, which is very surprising?
I couldn't give you the statistics on that, but I think you're right with that. Actually, there's a lot of crime there. High drug rate, if I'm not mistaken, in the Salt Lake area.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's basically the Pittsburgh of
Yeah.
Utah.
Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
be a good way to
That'd
put
be
it.
a great way to. Yeah. I mean, you can't even really drive through there.
It's difficult to get
Yeah.
Is it hard to navigate, or is it similar to like a New York where it's really easy to navigate?
It's kind of like in between Pittsburgh and New York. I mean, it's easier to navigate because out west, I don't know if it's all about west, but at least in Utah, everything's like on a grid. It's all numbers. It's really not street names like we're used to, like South Street and whatnot. So
or like with Pittsburgh, they have beltways that run curves throughout the city. I don't understand.
I don't.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's hard
That's
to
how
navigate.
DC is
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
DC's hard to navigate
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
So-
Salt
so
Lake
s-
has beltways.
But Salt Lake is pretty easy to navigate. You'd say
I think
to walk around.
To walk around
To
it'd be
walk around.
easy. To bike ride, even to drive it's easy. But there's just a lot of cars, a lot of congestion everywhere.
Yeah, but besides traffic, so like the layout of the city is fairly easy.
Yeah, for the
Okay.
most part, I would say.
Well, I guess that's a plus.
And then Temple Square, that's a great place to go. That's kind of like where the bells and whistles are.
Temple Square.
Yeah.
Is that a Mormon temple or?
Well, the Mormon temple's out there. The Salt Lake temple's out there, but Temple Square, it's like a giant, kind of like a strip mall in a sense.
Okay.
Pretty much, it's like a strip mall.
Just tons of stores.
Yeah, and
Okay.
like movie theaters, and whatnot. Yep.
Like how big?
Restaurants. Well, they actually have like 2 different strip malls there, and I think Temple Square is kind of run down now, and they made the new strip mall, which is better. So there's really not that many people in the old strip mall.
If you were to compare it to Logan Town Center up on the mountain,
Oh,
how many of those would make up one of those?
so it's like so those stores are full-size stores.
Yeah.
The ones here that I'm talking about, it's more like a mall, but it's outside. And whenever it snows and stuff, they actually have a dome roof that will close over top of it.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's
And
pretty
people
cool.
just walk around outside. It's like a mall outside, so...
That's pretty cool. I'd like to see
So it's
that.
really big, is what
Yeah.
you're trying to say.
Yeah,
the
it
whole,
has,
like
like,
it being a mall is that.
2 levels, and yep.
all outside.
Yeah, and like they have a play fountain where water shoots out of holes out of the ground that kids go and like play in and whatnot.
In the wintertime.
No, not in the wintertime, no.
So this is kind of your Mecca, in a sense. Like Mecca's the place where the Muslims go for the Hajj and they go for their pilgrimage. Is this kind of your Mecca, in a sense?
I mean...
I mean, you're not required to go there, but I'm saying it's the holy land of... Or do you guys still worship Israel as the holy land?
That's... I've never really had that question before, actually. I don't really think we have, like, a holy land. I mean, I think, yeah, we still believe that Jerusalem is the, holy land. That's where Christ was born and whatnot, you know?
Yeah.
So, I'll have to tell you I don't know, and I can look into that for you guys.
Okay,
But,
thanks, man.
Mm-hmm. So, my pap told me, and he has some very distorted
This
views.
could be good.
But my pap told me that Salt Lake smells bad because of the salt.
Yeah, I heard the lake's disgusting.
Yeah,
too.
is it?
I've never seen the lake,
You've
personally.
never seen it?
Never the lake, nope.
Huh. I'm sorry.
I mean, are you sure if it smells bad?
I mean, well,
Disgusting.
well, I
Does the
mean,
city
like,
smell?
if you've been out there,
The city doesn't. I wouldn't say it smells.
Is it like New York, where
No.
like every other block smells like shit?
No,
each
no,
block
not
has its
at
own
all.
scent. One smells like garbage. One smells like piss. The
You're
other
like,
one
let's cross the street. Oh, who did it? Who did that?
What's
No,
that?
not at all.
Cigarettes and throw up? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, this one's good. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I guess Broadway smells like French fries. Nope, there goes a garbage truck.
What about parking? Like New York has is. I want to look up the.
So there's
can you
just
talk
like
about
in
parking?
within like buildings like there's just like a giant line of buildings, and there's just a parking garage in the middle of all those buildings. There's a
Just one?
yeah, pretty much. And like you drive down, and it's not a regular parking garage. Like it goes down into the ground too. I mean, I've only been to one parking garage. I haven't been to Salt Lake City that much, maybe 2 times, and altogether about 5. But most of those, like 3 or 4 of those times, it was for airport and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's not really as big as I thought it was. It's only 200,000.
That's what I was thinking. It was
But
Yeah.
compared to Altoona
Yeah,
only 60.
that's like 5.
yeah, but that's about
times
the same as
Altoona.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has about 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's a good comparison.
Yeah.
There.
Anything?
Is it trash all over the place? Or
No, it's actually quite clean.
really clean?
Yeah,
Really
qu-
clean?
clean, man. Yeah. Well, the thing is, and I think I was telling you about this, and especially whenever we got on that subject about pollution and whatnot
Yeah.
and all that. You said, well, people just need bikes. Why don't we have like electric bikes and stuff? Well, in Utah, they have stations where you rent electric bikes.
A rent-a-bike center.
Yeah,
A lot
and
of
they're
big
everywhere.
cities.
Yeah,
A lot of big cities have started doing
Yeah.
that.
Well,
The first one that I was at where I saw that it was super prevalent was Toronto.
okay.
Yeah, that was there 3 years ago, and they were all over the place. And you would swipe a credit card, and it would charge you like $5.
yeah.
And you could rent the bike for 6 hours, and then after it rolled over for 6 hours, then it started charging extra things. But the neat thing was that there were bike stations all over the city, and you could pick up the bike at one station
And drop
and
it.
drop
Yeah,
it
to
off
the
at
other
another
Yeah,
one.
that's
Like
how
a
it is
red
in Salt
box,
Lake,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is that I was in D.C. over the summer, and that was the first time I saw the bike thing. And these people, you would think on a bike you would be going faster than someone that's walking. They would just get in my way. And then there was so much, because it was like a Friday in D.C., so it was very
Yeah.
busy. So I was just stuck behind people on bikes. And it was,
Well, what they need to do is make a bike lane.
yeah.
Mhm.
They do, but then that's construction, and then
It
that's
is construction.
taxpayers' dollars, and we need to put that money into the military, man.
Oh,
Well, did-
I see you're a Trump fan.
Well, did,
Yeah.
did you see that in Washington D.C. they're tearing out the mall?
Are they?
Yeah, well, when I was there, it was
What are they
torn
building?
down.
Do you know?
I think they're just redoing it.
Because they're putting in pipes and shit.
I think they're just redoing it.
But I mean, it looks like they're putting in plumbing for buildings, which could...
Yeah, for the White House.
You mean the Black
I
House?
have no idea.
No, yeah.
I just
it was
wondered
weird.
why it was torn up.
They had it dug out like 15 feet deep, like they're getting ready to put
Yeah, it
a
was-
massive structure
It was
there.
bad.
Yeah, and it's like that really sucks because that's like an icon in DC. Like that's
Yeah.
where all the hippies gathered in the '60s to voice their
It was
concerns
pretty
about
sad
Vietnam.
because we used to go to DC a lot. My family, we would go to the Washington Wizards games and everything. And when I went over the summer, it was just sad because we used to go and walk on the mall, and everyone's just there taking pictures.
You couldn't
It was
walk
so
on
good.
the mall
There's
this time.
orange tape up and everything.
Exactly.
You can't do anything. I hate
the
seeing
worst.
that.
I don't like cities, so
well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Really.
well, DC. Well, so the mall was really nice in DC because it really broke up the city. It was a beautiful park that's just right in the middle of the city, and
It leads from the Lincoln Memorial to the
To the White
Washington Mall.
oh,
yeah.
that's nice.
and then on the other side of the Potomac, in the bay, is
Yeah.
the White House.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is really nice though.
Oh, I love DC.
DC's a nice city.
I'd put it in my top 5, if not number 1.
Mine would probably go San Francisco, Vancouver, Toronto.
I
I like Canadian cities; they're so nice.
We need to go to San
Do
Fran.
they even count as cities though? I mean,
Canadian cities?
it's
Do you know how
Canada.
many people live in Vancouver?
It's Canada.
It's like
Dude.
dude, 1.5 or no, Vancouver is the most densely populated city in the Western Hemisphere, I think.
I don't know if that's true.
Or in the
Roll with it, man.
No.
Roll with it.
no, it's the most densely populated area in North America.
Okay.
Yeah, because whenever I was there this past year, the one bus tour
Is that
said
like landmass to person rate?
That's people per square mile.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I meant. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense.
Yeah, because they have high rises there that look like they would be office buildings. They're just residential housing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. Like you're looking at it like, wow, that's a big office building.
It's cheaper to live up there too, isn't it?
Hey,
No,
free
it's
healthcare.
expensive.
It is.
It's really expensive to
Is
live
it?
to live in Vancouver.
Yeah, but I think you get paid more. I think salaries are higher. Up
Oh yeah, absolutely.
there. Yeah.
So
And
it evens out.
and they all get guaranteed a month off no matter what they do.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
That's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, that's a big thing about Canada. You know, the United States is the only first world country that doesn't guarantee time off.
Yeah, but we're America.
Well,
Like,
time and maternal leave too. That's the thing that
Yeah,
Bernie
that's right.
Sanders is fighting for.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy that a woman has a baby and has to go back to work the
Mhm.
next week.
Or else they'll fire her or just give her no money.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what. Where did we abandon? We had this talk before, but where did we abandon the whole people governing the people idea? You know,
It was probably in the Reagan era, as I say.
I think it
Yeah.
was before that.
Well, I mean, I think it really started with the Reagan era. I mean, it was definitely the whole, the corporate-owned presidents existed in the 30s, I mean, in the 20s before the crash, the
Yeah,
Great Depression.
Yeah.
But then it started happening again with the Reagan era after Jimmy Carter.
that is true.
Yeah, and then every president after that has. I mean, we had the most expensive election ever in 2012.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just, it means that politics is becoming a business now. It's
Well, it is, and it's all funded by these rich people like the Koch brothers who
Yeah.
can basically buy an election. But what else would you do if you had all that money? I'd probably start buying political candidates and rigging the political system to my favor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I'd get bored if I had billions.
That's
upon
why I say.
billions.
That's
Well,
why I
I
say nobody should be.
I would share the wealth, honestly.
Nobody needs to make over $1 million a year, as I was saying last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a point, but I mean, again, nobody
Bryce,
can...
when you're making more
Continue.
than $1 billion a year, I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna say you can keep making more.
Well, if I'm ever making that much money, if you guys come to me, I would give you money, okay?
I understand that.
I mean, honestly...
I've paid for your lunch so many times.
Okay, really?
In high school.
Bringing high school up again. Come on, man. Ugh.
That was it happened, you know.
It did.
Well, I mean, the good thing is me and Thad go way back. Elementary school.
Yeah, we do. That is a really long time. You think about that. We've almost known each other a decade now.
Yeah.
In terms of we've only been alive for almost 2.
Yeah.
Like, I've been with you half my life. It's crazy.
How do you feel about that? Like, is that good or bad?
I'm gonna be honest, at first I didn't like you.
A lot of people
You
did
probably
it.
didn't like me, so...
No, I loved you.
I don't know.
You're
Yeah,
just-
it was pretty lovable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
What can I
honest.
say?
I didn't really care for you either to begin with.
Honestly.
That's because you were kind of a dick to me. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Well,
does
none
that.
of my group, none of the whole group really liked me. I mean, until, like, senior year, yeah. Yeah, well, like, everybody, like, until senior year, just nobody really liked me.
I liked you in, like, 5th and 6th grade.
And then you just kind of became a dick in 7th and 8th.
Oh,
And
man. Yeah.
Dude, I liked you in 8th
Let's not
grade.
bring up junior high.
We met each other when I started playing trumpet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then there was Sammy. Do you remember Sammy?
No, that was our elementary school.
Oh, was it?
No names.
First names don't matter.
Yeah, this kid.
Okay.
But that kid was amazing. I
He
wonder
was.
if he continued with it.
Well, he had a cornet.
Yeah, he did.
It wasn't a trumpet.
He knew a lot of shit, too.
Well, wasn't he at a private school before our school?
No, he went to Great Commission. He left us and went to Great Commission. And then, I don't know where he went from that. I saw him, we started in 4th grade with trumpet. I started, and I saw him about 3 years later. He didn't even recognize me.
I
so-
couldn't recognize him.
Oh God, no! I just remember he wore those Batman Converses. You remember those?
I don't remember elementary school.
Yeah. I wonder why.
I don't remember elementary
Oh,
school.
that was so long ago to think about.
Yeah, that's weird.
But yeah, it was so short. Like,
Well, I mean, we were in elementary school for 7 years.
yeah.
That's a big deal.
Well,
That's junior high and high school
I couldn't
combined.
really talk in elementary school either. Nobody could understand what I said.
I understood you. We met in 4th grade.
Well, I had a bad lisp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, it happens.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, a lot of children have speech impediments. I mean, have you ever heard like 4th graders, they pronounce, or like, not 4th graders, 4-year-olds, and they say things like water, and they're saying water. I'm like, what is that?
Well, they
Yeah.
got it from New York. Water.
No, but then they'll say things like four, and
Okay.
and that's four. How old are you? 4.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
And I never really understood that. There was a kid in my one elementary class that talked like that, and I was like, I asked him one time, "Where are you from?" And he's like, "I was born here." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then I met him again in junior high school, and he spoke perfectly. I guess you can just grow out of such a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to grow out of it.
You had help in elementary school, right?
Yeah. Yep.
With a special help. I don't want to call you special.
It
But
wasn't, no.
I mean, she
The speech
specialized
therapist
in
would come in.
speech.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I mean, you could say it was special help, but you know.
In kindergarten and 1st grade, we had speech therapists come in twice a year
Yeah.
and have everybody read a bunch of cards.
I think we did that.
Didn't
Or-
we have a
it was because we
librarian
couldn't
come in, though,
read.
like with a book thing?
I can't remember.
Because we couldn't read, or some of us couldn't read, there were like pictures of like a chain and a tooth, and it'd be like chain tooth. And then I guess they were just seeing how you would pronounce words, and then and they went through like 50 of them, and then they were like, okay, you're good, and then they go on to the next kid. And
I remember
it was weird.
They were studying my literacy at one point.
Yours?
Yeah.
So
Really?
Yeah.
We got to that point through this?
I don't know, but I mean, so like, they had me like doing like a bunch of like spelling tests and whatnot, but they were simple words. And I remember one word. It wasn't even real. I mean, I guess it's a word, but
They were giving you like cat, dog.
yeah, but no, this one word I remember it to this day was I. Like, I'm going to the mall, but I. And I sat there looking at the paper the whole time, like, how the hell do you spell I? Like, you know, I'm thinking, like B, like, you know, B-E or B-E-E or just B, but I, like, I'm like, how do you spell I?
I-E.
Is that why you were gone for half of the year? They put you in special classes?
No. I think, I don't know, I thought they did with all the kids.
How'd you spell it, by the way?
I think I had like a G in there, maybe. No. But honestly, I don't. That's all I can remember. Just looking at the paper with my pencil, and I'm like,
But
how
did
do I
it
spell
help
that?
at all? This, like, you saw her the whole way up through 6th grade.
Well,
right?
the speech therapist, yeah, through 5th grade actually.
Oh, okay.
I think she realized during 6th grade it was kind of embarrassing, like, to leave class to go to the speech
I
therapist.
guess. I mean, we had music and stuff. No one
Yeah.
really knew when we were leaving or not.
Yeah, I
but-
remember. I could always like just leave class, be like, I'm going on to music class, and
Yeah,
they'd be
nobody
like, okay.
cared.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like, well, she'd be cool. She was really cool. She do you remember the janitor?
Yeah.
Yeah, he like took me under his wing. He was a cool guy.
I remember that, yeah.
He'd buy me sodas in the teacher's lounge and chocolate milk, and he'd let me run the machine to you know, clean the kitchen thing and everything. And
He's helping himself out.
he'd come in my he actually won the lottery about 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, I saw him in a Cadillac, I think.
Huh.
Yeah.
You know, have you ever noticed the elementary janitors always seem like really nice to the
Oh,
kids?
they are. Yeah.
Oh, but speaking of like how they were questioning your literacy, whenever I was in 4th grade, we had to do an eye test, or you know
Yeah.
they would take us down and they do hearing screenings.
Oh yeah.
And an eye test. Well, my eyes were perfect, but then they thought I was colorblind.
Are you colorblind?
No.
Okay.
So, what happened was I went through the regular. You're gonna look at the letter E and then tell me which direction the three prongs of the capital letter E are pointing, and it was like an E,
Okay.
the regular way up, backwards,
Okay.
down. And it was like you just have to describe which way it was.
Yeah.
And they were
What
like
grade was this?
like 4th grade.
Okay.
And then
I think I remember doing that.
and then immediately after I passed that, they were like, okay, now it's for this part of, and they didn't tell me this is a test if you're colorblind. They were like, then they pulled up another slide, and what it was is there was numbers inside of like a blotter thing. So there's like numbers like green numbers inside of a blue thing. But the way how they were done in spheres. So it looked like a bunch of scales. It looked like blue and green scales. Okay. And I couldn't identify the numbers. I couldn't find them. That was the thing. I could identify the colors, but I couldn't find the numbers. And they were like, and they said, "Can you read the number in there?" I'm like, "I don't see a number." And they're like, "Okay." And then they flipped to the next one, and it was orange and yellow. And then they're like, "Can you identify the number in that one?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And then they flipped to the next one, and then they're like, "Can you identify?" And I think that one was like purple and blue. And so
what'd they do for you?
they sent a letter to my house.
Yeah. What did it say?
Like my parents got a letter from the school district saying that they think that I'm colorblind, and that
What are they gonna do about it?
well
I don't get what the whole point of being colorblind is. That just an impairment, or
I don't know, but I mean I'm not colorblind because
obviously.
yeah.
Well,
But-
I think colorblindness has to do with like the cones in your eyes.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
light
Yeah, there's
comes
something wrong with the
through.
rods and cones.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
mean, one in a,
potentially dangerous then?
no,
No.
it's not. Like you can drive with
Well,
it.
you know,
Like that's why stoplights are they're always set up the same way. They're
Yeah.
never any other way.
Yeah.
well, that
But-
pisses me off about the school. Like, I mean, honestly,
Well,
can they like where do they get off saying, "Oh, you're colorblind. Here, take this test"? Like, they don't own us.
well, hang on. So my parents get this letter and they're like, "What?" And then they call the school and they're like, "What do you mean our son is colorblind?" And they're like, "Well, he didn't pass the colorblind test." And they're like, "Can you test him again?" And they're like, "Yeah." So then we had the different nurse in because we had two nurses. We had one that was a
we
real
had two.
old lady.
I think we had two. I don't know.
Yeah, we had
We'll
one that
go
was
with it.
whatever.
Okay.
We had one that was a real old lady that would come in for half of the week, and then
Okay.
we'd have a younger one
I
that
think
came
that
in
happened with us. Yeah.
for like the other 2 days, and then it was the old lady that was testing me the first time. Then the young woman was testing me on like a Thursday or a Friday or something, and then she's like, "Can you see the numbers in there?" I'm like, "I don't see any numbers." And she's like, "Can you tell me the two different colors in there?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Green and blue." Like
That's funny.
that was all they needed to do was just say, "Can you tell me the colors you see in there?" Instead
so they were doing the test wrong.
Well,
well, no.
they were doing it right, but they were. He couldn't.
I just couldn't identify the numbers
Oh, okay.
because
He couldn't.
for whatever
pick out the
reason I just couldn't
outline,
make it out.
like the outline of
yeah,
it or something.
Okay,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, because like I said, it just looked like a bunch of scales, but whatever. But so I'm not colorblind.
That's
and
good.
That solved the problem, and I never got any letters home then from that.
The only nursery interaction I remember from elementary school, I think it was like fifth or sixth grade, but I choked on a hot dog, and I was just eating it, and then it just got stuck right there. I don't know if you were in my
Choking
class or
on
not.
wieners.
I don't think.
But my face turned red. People were trying to talk to me because in elementary school lunch, everybody's just talking. I don't think any conversation happened. It was just people talking at each other the whole time. But so I stopped doing that. Words stopped flying out of my mouth, and everyone's like, "Whoa, what happened to that?" So you had to raise your hand. Raise the hand. I started doing this, but I'm putting both of my hands on my neck. By the way,
Like the choking side.
Yeah,
Were you
choking
actually choking?
yes. And I went to the nurse, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, and she's like, "I think you're hyperventilating. Here's a bag." Luckily, it went down.
So, whenever you were in the cafeteria, the cafegimatorium,
Yeah.
as we described earlier.
No, we had a cafeteria,
Oh,
as I
yeah.
explained.
Okay, yeah, I had a cafegimatorium.
We didn't. We had a gymatorium.
It was all three. It was all three things.
Oh my god.
But anyways, would you have like two old ladies walking around with like straws and spoons
Yes.
and stuff,
Yes.
and you'd be like, and then they'd come over. Can you open my milk? And then they would open up your milk, and then if everybody got a little bit too loud, they would put up the fucking peace
I was
sign
thinking.
and then yell, "Whoa!" as loud as they possibly could.
And we listened. What the hell was wrong with us?
Like what is this? What is the peace? Why does that mean quiet? Why does the peace sign mean quiet? Why did I put up the fucking Boy Scout sign? You know?
Well, you know what? I didn't come to realize about second lunches until like 5th grade. And dude,
That's about the time you got fat too. So.
I know. I think my nurse story was but you know how they weigh you and take your height and everything. And I mean, I don't think I look big, but she took my height. And then she's like, jump up on the scale, so I jumped up. And you know, the old scales, you have to move the thing at the top, like the hundreds, I think, than the tens or whatever. And she'd move the 100, then she'd move the tens. And she kept moving the tens over. And then it finally got to the end and it wasn't level. So she moved the 10 all the way back, looked at me, moved the 100 up one. Or maybe it was 50s, I don't know. I wasn't 200 in elementary school.
Did you get a letter home?
Yes.
It said your child is obese or something?
Yes.
thing-
Oh, God.
They base those things off of the BMI, which is fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, a person that's 5'6" that has a lot of muscle mass is obese, according to that scale.
That was what
Unless
happened to
you
me.
do the military
That
scale,
was
which
what
they
happened to
do
me.
your neck and your...
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like if they actually use that like clip, that there's like a clamp thing that like clamps around your arm
Yeah.
and your
Yeah.
stomach and stuff. That's only the only way to tell your BMI, but they standardize it when you go through school, and it's just
Yeah.
easier for the nurses. I got an obese letter.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
That's
Oh,
fascinating.
you
Yeah.
used to be a little chubby, didn't you? No?
Never.
Oh.
No.
That's weird.
I had a lot of muscle mass whenever I was in 6th grade.
And muscle weighs more than
Because
fat.
I went through puberty earlier than a lot of people. My voice changed.
Yeah, I can tell.
In my voice changed in sixth grade, and I remember this one kid was like, "Wow, your voice is deep." I'm like, "Yeah." I've also been the same height since 7th grade, which is weird. But I had a lot of muscle mass then because I was already going through puberty. So I weighed 100. I weighed 150, but I was only. Or I didn't weigh 150, but whatever. I was dense. I was dense because of the muscle mass.
Yeah.
So it said that I weighed more than I should for
Was
my
it
height.
overweight or obese?
It was overweight.
It
was
I'm assuming
overweight.
it's
Yeah.
overweight.
Yeah, it wasn't the
'Cause
obese.
I'm obese.
Well, like, what did the school get out of it either? Like, sending home a letter saying, your child's obese.
Well,
it's,
no,
it's just to let you know. I mean,
But I think they know that if
Yeah,
we
they're
actually
feeding
take
their
our
kids
kids.
shit,
Yeah,
so-
I mean, if
But I
we
mean, the
take our kids
parents
to the
might
doctors
not
how we're
know
supposed to.
if the kid's deaf or if the kid has like a vision issue.
that
Because
that part's
Yeah.
true, but I think they know the weight. Probably.
yeah, like the weight thing's sort of silly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're
Invasion
gonna
of
send this
privacy.
letter home
The
that
height's
your kid's
good.
fat.
The height's good because their measuring system was good with the whole bringing. They had a nice scale there,
Yeah.
but the whole weight thing. I think you know if your kid's overweight or not.
Yeah, it's like,
Well, like,
just
I don't
look
know
at
about,
the kid, you know?
I don't know about you, Thad. I mean, you're a bigger guy like me, but, like, have you ever, like, you got to, like, I remember I'd get to 200 pounds and I'd be like, oh, you know what, this is fine. I won't go any bigger. You know, I'll stay 200, I'll check it every day, and I'll you know, oh, shit. 220, okay, I won't go past 220, you know, I'm not gonna go past 220.
How
No.
much do you weigh?
I weigh, like, 244.
244?
But I don't look it, do I?
I lost 15 pounds in
Do I?
college.
You lost 15.
15 pounds.
I probably lost about 10.
I weigh
but
145.
I gained it all back
So-
on Thanksgiving break.
So, back to my question. Do I look 240 pounds?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means, dude.
I mean, like, whenever you look at me, are you like, wow, he
Do you
weighs
want me to call you
240?
fat? Because I'll call you fat.
Is this turning into let's see if Bryce thinks that he's fat or does he like?
Bryce, this is Fireside Talks, not Rate Bryce on a scale of 1 to 10.
It would be a 12. Anyways, back to the whole school scenario thing.
I had another good elementary story. Well, the next week I actually choked on a meatball sandwich.
You keep on joking.
I think I remember
She
one
gave
of
me
them.
another bag. Like, you're hyperventilating.
But whenever I was younger, because my parents were divorced, we had a bit of a weird situation.
I'm sorry about that.
Dude, I don't care.
I mean,
Why
mine
are
are
you
divorced.
sorry?
Mine are
No
divorced.
good marriage ends in a divorce.
Yeah, dude, no. It's fine.
But bad ones.
No, it's probably better that they got
that's
divorced.
the
But, they, I said it. I said, but,
Yeah, I can't.
yeah.
I can't
need to
kick
stop
that
doing
habit.
that. Yeah.
That's from How I Met Your Mother. You know, the drinking game. Whenever
Oh, with Robin.
Yeah, Robin.
Yeah,
She
but
says,
he's
but,
never seen How I Met Your Mother.
Okay.
Nah.
Oh, I love that. I started watching it again.
But,
get back to your story.
What was I saying?
But you were saying, yeah. Well, you were saying.
I'm not talking about elementary school.
Yeah.
Your parents being divorced.
Oh, my
Yes.
parents. Okay, yeah. So there was a daycare. There was like this before and after school daycare thing.
Okay. Yeah, we had one right near our school.
No, but it was.
Oh yeah.
It was
at the
funded.
school.
It was funded by
the
Pleasant
school.
Valley, and you just had to pay.
Yeah, I
like
think Baker has something like
Baker
that. too.
did have something like that.
Because I had trumpet lessons there after school sometimes, and
Wait.
they would.
Yeah,
Why did you take?
Because I'm
trumpet
special. Whatever.
but anyways,
lessons? I would have hated me.
No names.
Okay.
that's the point. You're not allowed to. You can't say any names.
He probably did hate you though.
he definitely did.
Well, there was this daycare thing, and in the morning they would take us to breakfast because they would just assume whatever. I was like, I don't know about the other kids, but every morning I ate 2 eggs and toast for breakfast.
Yeah.
When I was in elementary school,
I ate a lot of toast.
I ate a lot of eggs.
I can see.
8 eggs every day. Eggs and toast.
I
every
remember
single
they
day.
took cinnamon sugar away
Cinnamon sugar?
from the school. Their breakfast.
They took cinnamon sugar? What is
Cinnamon,
that?
Cinnamon
and
toast?
sugar. Like to put on your toast.
Oh, they took
Be-
Cinnamon Toast Crunch away?
No, the cinnamon. Like they had cinnamon you could put on your
Oh,
toast.
Remember when they had
Oh,
soda machines
that
in
was-
school?
Get out of here, fatty.
That-
Come on.
Remember when they had soda machines in school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we ever had a soda.
No,
We
we
did.
didn't.
We
Wait,
did.
Yes, we did.
We
In
did
the
until-
lobby.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we had one until 2004.
You like how our high school put a soda machine back in? With
Yeah, that was
diet
weird.
soda?
I didn't
then
understand.
it didn't make any money and they
Yeah.
just replaced it all with water.
Yeah.
And nobody bought it because the
Because
water...
the water's expensive.
It was like $2 in the machine, but you can go buy it for $1 in the cafeteria.
Or you can go get it out of the fountain.
Whoa, germs, man. Germs.
I drank out of the fountain. Fuck
Me
mono.
too, I don't care.
Yeah.
If I get sick, I get out of school.
Every
That's
morning,
Exactly.
every morning for our break for physics, we would go over to the one fountain.
Oh, that fountain tasted delicious.
Yes, it
Except for that one day,
Yeah, what was
it tasted
wrong?
like shit.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
But for the like,
Never forget.
Wait, the one on the math side and everything.
Yeah, the
Okay,
one-
Yeah, that
March
was
14th, never forget.
yeah, the one right next to the bathrooms.
good. Okay.
The bathrooms that we could use, the ones that weren't locked for the teachers,
Oh.
the ones that didn't have the
okay,
windows in it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, in the
Okay.
A building.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think that water fountain tasted so good because there was rust in the pipes.
Oh, probably.
And we got a little bit of the minerals from the rust. I'm serious. Like the rust makes
Yeah,
it taste
fucking
good.
delicious. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it was tasty. It was
We were
good
probably
water.
high. I
Tasty.
don't know.
What?
What? I don't know. Oh, but it's crazy that we're done with all the school. It's crazy to think
I
about.
remember every day whenever we'd walk before school, you'd always say, dude, I can't wait to get out of this effing place. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, I hate people, like, I can't wait.
It's crazy to think that that's done now.
I remember
It felt
it
like
really-
it dragged on.
the one day in AP Physics, the one kid ate a pot brownie. He ate a pot brownie in AP Physics. Like,
Yeah,
no, like,
he was out of it.
you know, he leaned over to our friend who sat in front of us, and he said, "Hey, you wanna?" He's like whispering right as our teacher's lecturing. He's like, "Wanna buy a pot brownie?" And then our friend's like, "Potentially." But he's like, "When?" And he's like, "Right now." And he's like, "No." And then he's like, he leans over to me. He's like, "Hey, wanna buy a pot brownie?" I'm like, "When?" And he's like, "Right now." I'm like, "No." And he's like, "All right, fine." And then he like waits until the teacher turns around to the chalkboard, and he opens it up. It's like because it's covered in plastic, and he goes, he just eats the whole thing real fast, and then
Wasn't there a kid during the bake sales that, like, everybody would
yes.
have brownies? And
Yes.
he
he was
just
the
put his-
valedictorian.
Was
He was the valedictorian.
Yeah.
Our sophomore year, that kid was the valedictorian. He would hotbox his car. He would actually hotbox his car with his family on the way to school. He'd show up to school high as fuck.
Yeah, he was high every single day.
And he was
Nicest kid I've ever met.
the valedictorian. That kid was a great.
Did he play in band?
Yeah, he was in band.
No, he didn't play the banjo. He
No,
played-
no,
he
played
was in band.
Oh no.
He was
Yeah.
percussion, right?
Yeah, he played the bass drum.
Oh my god, that kid showed me his dick once.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
God.
know how seniors they don't wear their clothes under
Seniors
on
that
senior
year-
night.
Oh,
They
I did
always
that.
wanted to show
I
their
did
dick.
that.
Everybody wanted to show their
Well,
dick.
he was unloading stuff.
I freeballed
He's
it.
like, check this
Me,
out.
Kurt,
Senior
and
night,
I think
I
me,
freeballed
Kurt, you.
No names.
Damn it.
Jesus. I said Jesus. That's a name.
That's my name.
Well, you also said
No.
on
No.
shit.
Don't
Reagan.
say it.
Reagan.
Whatever.
We don't know him.
Dude.
God.
Just be careful. Just
Well, I mean, I have been pretty careful.
Maybe.
maybe.
So, like, me, you, and, like, 2 other guys did it.
Yeah, try harder.
Is that better?
There you go.
Whatever.
But we had some good times in band. Some
Yeah.
awful times, but some
Awful
good
times,
times
too.
Well,
too.
with the director, you know.
Yeah.
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 There you go.
Good.
Thumbs up,
That's
Bryce.
the way
Yeah.
how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had discussions about it on here
Yeah.
before.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've talked about it on the podcast.
Well, I talked about how I quit trumpet cold turkey. Like, I haven't touched a trumpet since...
Well, I sold mine.
Oh, I'm not
Mine with
selling
the
mine.
rifle barrel in it.
Still-
Yeah. If you don't know Bryce, he's one of the most ghetto kids we know. So, you want to explain that to them, the rifle barrel?
So
that was
I,
in 9th grade, wasn't it?
yeah. It was my very first brand new trumpet. I think it was like within the first day I owned it. And I was so happy. Then we were told, hey, let's get up, let's play. Well, okay, you know. So I go, my trumpet's on the ground, the horn down, so the rest of it's pointing up. I grab it by the mouthpiece, and I lift it up. It's about not even a foot off the ground, and it falls, like, I'm holding onto the mouthpiece, and the mouthpiece falls out. And it falls perfectly flat on the bell, and the whole bell just kind of dents, but, like, it kind of, like, turned in, so inside...
Twisted at the same time.
Yeah, so inside the bell, about 4 inches... There was, like, this little, like, spiral in there, and it looked like the rifling of a barrel. I mean, that's what you get whenever you buy something made in China. But
So you sold that trumpet.
yeah,
How much did you get for it?
75.
75?
And, like, the valves were stuck, the mouthpiece was all rusted.
That's not bad, considering you treated that thing like shit.
Dude, you ought to see my beater trumpet. You remember my beater trumpet?
I remember your beater trumpet.
Mine's pretty bad, too.
There were things falling off of that thing. Like, all the springs were broken in the water release valves. So it was held shut with rubber bands, and
Yeah.
what was the other thing? The thing was just god awful.
Well, then I switched to tuba, and that made everything better.
I guess.
I actually etched my name in the tuba.
Oh, the mouthpiece.
In the good one or the bad
The
one?
good one.
Oh god!
Did you write Seabass or Bryce?
Bryce.
Okay. Doesn't make it any better.
It's just shorter. I mean, it's not big. It's just probably, like, not even half an inch long.
That's
but
funny
yeah.
that
Tim's doing it. Oh, fuck.
Stop.
Dude. Jeez.
I mean, he's doing it.
Whatever.
You say someone.
Somebody this year is
Just
doing
when,
it.
when you have a thought about a person.
Can I
you
say,
just-
I don't know how to... I'm not good with editing. I can't censor this.
No.
I don't know how to censor shit.
We don't care anymore.
Whatever.
We're done.
I'm not saying them.
No,
I'm
but
not. I'm trying my best. I really am.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, but you're doing a shitty job.
And,
I mean,
like,
come on, you guys had to know this coming
we're supposed to be ambiguous, but
Yeah.
I guess we're not
Fuck
tonight.
it. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't have a big following yet.
I mean,
so.
you could replay it.
I mean, nobody really knows who those people are. Again, he's only used.
Yeah,
first names.
that is true.
And it's not like we said, like, so and so fucked somebody's wife and then
Yeah, and then
Like
and now
Bryce
she's on that
Whitfield and, yeah.
that Madison website.
Yeah.
What's the one where they hide? There were a bunch of pastors that they caught on that
Wait, what's Madison?
It was something Madison.
Sally Madison?
No.
Is that it?
What's
No?
that? What's it about?
It was
It's like
where
a hookup website.
where cheating couples. I mean, like someone who's married.
And
They
goes
cheat
there
on
to
their
cheat.
husband by going to. It was Sally.
Sally
thought-
Madison,
I
yeah.
don't think it was Sally Madison.
Tell me what it is.
There
Yeah,
used to
it's
be a
not-
place like that. It's called a bar.
Yeah, but then like your friends
No,
are
see,
there.
the internet's a good thing, you know, like,
It's terrible.
you can be very ambiguous.
I hate the internet.
Dude,
Yeah, but what I was saying, there were tons of pastors on there, which I find absolutely hilarious.
dude, they just can't be celibate. Celibacy
No.
is not...
Ashley Madison, that's what it was.
Oh, I was close.
Oh.
Yeah,
Close.
whatever.
Sally Madison.
Nah.
I was thinking of Sally Mae, the bank, or shitty loaner.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
College sucks. So what are you doing?
Not big. I'm looking for a job. Gas station. You know,
At a gas station?
around here,
You want to work at a gas station?
dude. They start you off at like $10 an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not bad.
Oh, okay. You want to work as a clerk, not like pumping someone's gas.
No.
Dude, you could work at Martin Oil. They pump gas.
So
They're
you
gas
want to
pumpers.
get a job at like Sheets?
Yeah, but I thought we said no names.
What? Not corporation.
That's a company.
But it's also
you.
a name. The family name is
Uh,
No
if you guys
names
are
of
listening,
people.
you have to be hating him as much as we hate him.
Well, we like him, though. We do.
I love him, but I hate him at the same time.
Well, see, I keep you guys on your toes.
You
so.
do keep me on my
Yeah.
toes. I don't know how, but I think you break my shoes, so I'm only walking on my tippy toes.
Well, I mean, I do weigh 240 pounds. So.
Yeah, we haven't heard that once tonight. Oh,
Oh,
man.
man.
Where'd the time go?
You mean like our lives?
We're doing the podcast.
No, shut up. Yeah, our lives. It felt like we were just in 6th grade last year.
Dude, we're like 20. We have like...
We're not like 20. We're like 18, almost 19.
Okay.
That's not like 20.
Okay, well, most of us have like 60 more years. Others have like 40.
Dude.
I hope I don't have 60 more years.
I know, I'm with you.
I don't want to live to be 80.
Me neither,
Yeah.
but...
I'd rather have 30 years. What is wrong with
Are
this
you
thing?
trying to like screw my hatchet?
No, dude, it fell down whenever I picked it up.
Why'd you break it?
I did not break this.
Ah.
No, the screw fell out of that. You see
Okay.
that hole that
Yeah,
I need to put
okay,
a
that's
new-
So
yeah.
back to your plans. What are you planning on doing?
So I'm working at Sheets, $10 an hour, and saving up for the mission, like I said.
And when do you plan on going on the mission?
Probably this year around November,
Mm.
December-ish.
Okay.
So I'll be in Tuna Town for a while.
Tuna Town.
Tuna Town. Tangy Town. That's a Doors
That's
song.
cool. You gonna do anything else while you're here? Just work?
Work,
You're-
snowboard, hunt.
Snowboard. You know how to snowboard?
Huh?
You know how to snowboard?
Yeah.
Really?
Where do you go?
Well, I don't like going to Blue Knob, especially since I don't have money. So I usually just go up to Valley View, that big hill they have there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a good
not
place.
bad.
Yeah.
We go sledding.
Yeah, we
there.
went sledding last year.
I almost gave myself a concussion there one time.
Remember we tried making a Buddha ice sculpture?
Oh yes, that was fun.
Well, I
It
knocked
was fun.
myself out snowboarding there before. And I was by myself,
I went tubing with my one friend there, and we just took like the tubes that you take on water,
yeah.
and we took them down there. And I went. They had
Don't
a
you
big.
go fast?
Yeah, but there was this giant ramp.
Yeah,
and I went off the ramp. The tube went out from under me. It was just me going on the ground.
They always
I
put
went,
ramps over there. Always.
Yeah. I
And
don't know
they always
why.
put them in the shittiest place.
Oh
where-
my God,
where,
yeah.
like the little kids are gonna get hurt. Like, don't do that.
I was in
Well, like, I
like
always
5th
try
or
to
6th grade.
avoid it whenever I'm on the board. If
I-
I hit a jump, I'm afraid I'm going to break my back.
But what I'm saying is, the teenagers go up there. I mean, like we're teenagers too. But I mean,
But we're better.
no,
What?
no. We're
So you're an elitist now,
Yeah.
Bryce.
we're equal. Everybody's equal. We're equal as animals are. We're all part of the same thing. We're all the same being.
We are animals. Except for Bryce.
You're an animal.
What am I, man?
You're a Bryce.
Is that a new
Jesus.
species? New
Yeah, we just invented it. Actually, your parents invented it, so...
Yeah.
Actually, the mailman and my mother.
What?
What?
The mailman.
This got interesting. Please tell more.
Well, it's just kind of this running joke in my family that I'm the mailman's kid. mainly because they all
Does he
have.
look like you? Does he have a lisp? What? I don't get
No, well, all my brothers and my sister, they're all 2 years apart, but I'm 4 years apart.
it.
And then they all have dark brown to black hair. I have light brown hair. They all have brown eyes, so they're full of shit. But I mean, my eyes change colors and everything.
Also, they're like
Sounds like you're
kaleidoscopes.
cool.
They're like Lucy in the
Kinda,
sky
yeah.
with diamonds.
Yeah, well, you have 2 different color eyes.
Sort of.
One's hazel and one's brown.
Sort of.
I never think about that stuff. There's so much more to a person than their fucking attributes, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care about eye color,
Yeah.
lip size, nose size.
Well, I mean,
As long as it's not broken.
Dick size.
Lip size, I mean.
I care about dick size.
That's all I care. I like the big vaginal lips, you know.
Okay, enough jokes, man.
Yeah, we're done with that.
No, not enough jokes, but I
Not
know
enough jokes.
I mean,
that we got a little too out of
I
hand.
do have
Yeah.
a lot of jokes, however,
but- I remember in high school it was always interesting talking about politics with you.
Yeah.
What-
Well, because I was like the only Republican in the whole band.
I guess, yeah.
No, you weren't.
No.
Well, there were like 2 others, but
No.
Yeah. And a lot more.
I think that it was
Dude,
pretty.
where do we live? We live in the most backward city on the planet.
Yeah, but we live in Pennsylvania, which is predominantly Democrat.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To an extent, not the middle of the state.
Yeah, like-
we're only Democrat because of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Erie.
Yeah, well, we live in Pencil C. You know, it's we have Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, and in between all of it is the
There's a
state of
Pencil
Tennessee.
Yeah. Pencil C.
Pencil C. The Sea of Pencils, otherwise known as Erie.
Yeah.
I like it, though. I like it here. Do you like Pennsylvania?
I love Pennsylvania.
How would you
know,
rate it against Utah?
It depends on what aspect. I mean, Pennsylvania, it's my home. I love it that way. It's always going to be home. It's always going to be first in my heart. But whenever it comes down to opportunity and just being able to meet new people that
What about
are
beauty?
Pennsylvania.
Really?
Utah,
In the fall?
The topography of Utah is
Utah is
amazing.
it is amazing. It's beautiful, but like I said, Pennsylvania is my home, and I gotta go.
If
to
you didn't
Pennsylvania.
have that biased home, like, predilection for it, what would you say is the prettier place? Did you go to Bryce Canyon? Did you even get to see your own canyon?
No, I did not.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know. I like Pennsylvania because it's more colorful. Like, in Utah, they have, like, their communities, and then outside the communities are the shops.
So you mean like there's more gays here? Like it's more colorful that way?
No, colorful as in, I can walk down my street, and I can see houses. Then I can see a bar.
And a homeless man.
Yeah. I mean, you don't get that out in Utah. You just don't. But anyways, as I was saying, there's just more opportunity out there. Out here, and I think we were talking about this the other night.
Yeah.
Horseback riding. Like, if you want to go horseback riding out here, what do you have to do?
Get a horse.
Get a place. You gotta go find a person who's willing to
Loan
rent a
you
horse
or
to
rent?
you.
Yeah, like it's a giant ordeal.
And you probably have to
out
sign
here.
some waivers too.
Yeah. But out in Utah, it's like everybody and their cousin has a horse. It's just my uncle has a horse, and
Yeah.
his neighbor
Just
has a
one?
horse. Yeah, but I was planning on getting one. He's gonna teach me how to break it.
You're
but
gonna get one.
I was planning on it.
How many times did you ride? How often did you end up riding a horse?
but, out there,
Yeah.
probably
Like how many times a week?
a week. Probably just once.
Just once a
if
week?
you'd average it out. I mean, I could have went a lot more, but the
Yeah.
only thing is, my uncle, he hasn't ridden his horse for a while, so the point to it was he didn't want it to
Yeah.
go crazy under my care because I haven't been on a horse in about 3 or 4 years.
So you have ridden a
prior
horse
to
here
this.
too?
Yeah, I've ridden a couple horses here.
I've been on a mule.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that. And how was that? Aren't they kind of jackasses?
No, they're slow. They're really slow. And they're very stubborn. They don't want to do anything. Like
Jackasses, yeah.
We were led by a person in the front.
Yeah.
Where
And,
was this at, by the way?
The Poconos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And
I don't know why, but it makes sense.
there was a person on a horse who led the pack of mules that we were on, and they were really slow. Like I said, they didn't want to do anything that we told them to do. They would just follow the lead
They're
horse.
just kind of like camels.
They only followed the lead horse. That was the only thing they would do.
They are very strong, however, though.
Oh my! And apparently they live like 40 years. A mule
Really?
lives like 40 years.
I mean, a horse lives on average 27, 28.
Donkeys live longer than a
tops.
horse. And a mule's a cross between a horse
Yeah.
and a donkey.
Yeah.
And mules can't breed.
Yeah.
They're sterile.
Just like the liger can or whatever.
Yeah, they're also sterile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't understand that. How?
Just like the humanzee.
What?
It's a human chimpanzee. Human Z.
Has that
Amazing.
really happened?
Well, there's a theory that it may have happened in the 1940s.
Well, that's like black people and white people, isn't it? Like,
No.
What?
No.
They can't breathe.
Yeah.
Like-
No.
Oh my god. What
There-
year is this?
There's
like 1960s.
there's
That's what I was thinking.
we are in Pennsylvania.
No, there
God,
was
that doesn't mean you have to act like him.
there was a supposed experiment in the 1940s overseen by Stalin and one of his chief scientific one of his chief biologists, and basically what they were doing, they were trying to breed a super soldier because chimps are really strong for all the more they weigh. Like that, they're incredibly strong.
Yeah.
And they wanted to see if they could get something that is both as strong as a chimpanzee, but as intelligent as a human. So if you can combine the two, you'd have a super soldier.
See, this might be my Christian background, but I think that's just evil.
Oh, I think it's terrible.
Like
No.
that's just,
Yeah,
like,
no one's agreeing
No.
with it.
No, human experiments shouldn't be done. I don't even think animal experiments should be done.
No, they should not.
No.
No.
I think it's cool though.
It's a living being.
It's awful, but it's cool.
I mean, we have.
Yeah, like they've made goats with tits that can produce spider webs.
yeah, that's not necessary.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, we have rights. I mean, wouldn't you think animals have equal rights? And this is even me
Yeah,
saying
but-
this as a hunter.
I mean, we fought to the top of the food chain. I think we deserve to have the rights to put tits on them that make spider webs.
See, I don't. I don't know.
I don't. I mean,
like-
that's totally excessive.
Well, like
Clearly.
the turkeys.
But they've done it. That's the thing. They've already done it.
The turkeys they have for feeding humans, that they have for meat and whatnot. They don't even look like turkeys.
Yeah.
They're white.
No.
They look like giant
Yeah,
chickens.
don't they use
Factory
like,
farming's
growth
the worst.
hormones? And
Yeah.
everything?
Yeah,
And pigs have,
that's
like-
why girls have huge tits now.
From like
Yeah.
I told you the other day
Yeah.
I hit on like a 14-year-old because I thought she was 17.
This isn't legal.
No, I know, and that's why it scares me.
Yeah,
because I'm sure there's other guys making the same mistake.
Well, what you need to do is just be like, "Can I see your ID?"
Or just, I don't know, don't hit on a girl based on her tit size. I mean,
Okay, she has some other attributes.
I don't know.
Okay.
Look at the face or something.
I
Like,
did.
Does she have a mustache? Yeah, then she's okay.
But no, I mean like, but even
oh, obesity rates.
they pump in these pigs that are on farms that are for our feeding and whatnot.
Yeah.
Every meal they pump like 22 different like antibiotics and vitamins and whatnot into them to help them grow faster and to help us so
Yeah,
we
that's
don't
the
get
thing,
sick.
we want-
Now we wonder why there's super bacteria.
Fascinating documentary. It's called Food Inc.
I've seen
They
it.
walk you.
I see
They
it.
walk you through the killing of like the chickens and everything. Oh my god!
Did you see that? They put them in those dark sheds that they get
Yeah.
no light and they never
No,
walk.
and
They
then-
get so fat so quickly that they cannot
And then
walk.
they're just on this giant conveyor belt, and boom! It's like a kind of a hole punch that just
Yeah.
goes straight through their head.
Yeah.
Well, you
And
know
then-
what's worse? These corporations, these rich people. they're-
Food corporations.
Yeah,
are
yeah,
worse.
they're saying it's healthier for us to eat
Yeah.
that than it is to eat wild animals. But I'm pretty sure, I forget where I heard this, but if you eat a steady diet of like wild meat and like the right vegetables and stuff,
It's called a Paleolithic diet. I believe.
you'll
Yeah.
live marginally longer than.
Yeah. Well,
I believe it.
That's the thing. They're just trying to make you buy the ground
product,
beef
yeah.
Yeah,
in the
because
store.
they don't care about your health. They just want money.
Yeah.
That's the end game, and it's just a big corruption
Oh my
mass.
God, yeah.
And you know, a lot of these corporations claim to be strong Christian corporations with
I
like
don't
godly
believe it.
ties. I guarantee, if there is a God, he would totally look down on the fact, or on the treatment of animals.
Yeah,
like that.
well, I think you watched Food Inc.?
I did.
I think there was one guy that was super Christian that had a giant farm, and he was talking about how it was his Christian beliefs and everything that was keeping him going through it. He's like, God wanted me to do this, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, like you think.
Slaughtering all these animals?
Like, I
Like
believe
that?
animals feel pain. Like, I mean...
Oh, absolutely.
I told you the other night, I've shot a deer, and I've heard just... It's a terrible sound, and I mean, that's why I try to put it out of its misery as soon as I can.
Yeah.
And they feel sorrow. Like, you were talking about elephants, but deer, I've noticed, after, like, I've shot a deer and dragged it from where I killed it and everything, other deer will go around that general area and kind of just stand there and mourn.
Yeah.
It's
weird.
weird.
They're lower level us, in a sense. I mean, we've just progressed and evolved to this top tier.
No, we have a certain type of consciousness that allows us to just understand what we are and learn. There's not really too much difference. The thing has a brain.
Yeah.
And that's enough for me to consider.
It doesn't really have empathy like us.
Yeah.
Like, I think you were hinting at that it was in love. I mean, not
No,
in
I
love.
don't think
Elephants
it was in
do.
love. But
Elephants.
I think that, to a point, they lost a friendship.
Kind of, but deer are also one of the dumbest animals in
They
the
are
sense
really
they just
stupid.
run out in front of cars and they just look
What?
at you.
What the fuck's that?
Those are two lights.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I'm just gonna stand here.
Some of it, too, you have to think is they're whenever a deer sees something, what's their natural instinct?
Yeah, I
To
understand.
stop.
I understand.
Now, if they
Yeah.
see lights coming at them, their natural instinct is to just
Yeah.
stop, and it won't see them, so why should they get hurt?
I get that, but I mean, don't you think at a point you'll evolve to where you understand that, everyone's getting killed on this road, maybe we shouldn't cross this road?
I'm sure
But
someday that might happen. I mean, I don't
they
know
just-
if it will.
a deer evolved to not have to deal with headlights in the middle of the night just coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That has to be the most perplexing thing ever. Headlights. Who's this light coming from?
Yeah.
What is that?
Why is it coming brighter?
We can't even fathom the level that they're on.
Yeah.
We're
how-
just
Well, I
so
probably
we're
could.
so advanced.
A deer's like, pine cone, run away, and then that's the end of it.
Even
Sex, rub trees
Dark
together.
vaginas.
I think that's another problem with this whole tech age and everything. We're getting so far away from this survivalist kind of if
Evolution doesn't really exist anymore.
I
on
mean,
a
you guys are
physical
pretty
basis.
good at survival stuff, but if it's just me and everybody else dies and all the technology's done, I'm done.
You have to come.
I'm
you have to
done.
come hang out with me and Bryce.
No,
Yeah.
you guys are gone too. I'm
Why
done.
would we be gone? I mean,
What you mean? If we take you along, we're dead?
No, I'm just saying if say a zombie apocalypse or something happens,
I'm
I'm
not
done.
being gone.
Oh,
I'm done.
I'm not gone.
I know you're not gone.
I'll come find you, man. You can come to my cabin.
He's gonna run for the nearest McDonald's. He's gonna be chopping up people. He's like, how dare you take my McDouble?
No,
like
No
Abraham.
onions, please.
Like Abraham, whenever he went around murdering people. On
Do you
The
know the
Walking Dead.
best
Spoiler
way-
alert! Spoiler alert!
do you know the best place to go? I thought about this too. If a zombie apocalypse were to ever happen,
The fucking moon.
Fort Roberto.
Fort Roberto.
It's wood fence. How the hell can a zombie?
How can a
break
zombie
wood?
get to the moon?
Well, it also
I like it.
it also plays into what kind of zombies are there? Are they like World War Z or like Walking
What
Dead?
would see? They're gonna form
my
a pile.
That was so awful.
That was the
That
worst
movie
part.
made me cringe.
Oh,
Like I said, it
good.
depends.
You gotta go
what-
in there and inject yourself with some random disease.
I loved the story build up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The whole ending of the movie, but the whole zombie part. Oh my god. They're just
Takes
running.
11 seconds.
I like the little
Why?
kid who's just like
Ew.
kneeling and they're all running past him.
Well, he
that
has
was the
cancer.
Yeah, but still they can't be that fast. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I mean, maybe.
Like in Left 4 Dead, the super fast zombies. I feel like fast zombies would be scarier than slow zombies.
They would. Is that like?
Well,
I don't know. You would think if their brains were kind of dead, they wouldn't have the capability of running.
Well, no, the implication that they're running is that they're not undead,
Okay.
but that they're infected with the disease that
so they're not
mimics
quite
zombie-like symptoms. Yeah,
Ah.
but an actual like in The Walking Dead, how they're slow, they're actually dead.
Oh my
they're
gosh.
the undead.
World War Z, zombies. Okay.
Okay, we're ending on that.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure, my friend.
I
I hope
has,
you
but-
Good to
people
have you on the
enjoyed.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
No
Love
problem.
you guys.
Stay-
Hit that subscribe button.
Stay roasty and toasty.
I love you.